Okay, let's jump into this one. It's a wild online story from back in 2015.
Oh, yeah, I remember this one floating around.
Right, and we're going to unpack this 5-year relationship that just completely imploded over, like, headphones and Twitch streams.
Headphones, yeah. That's putting it mildly.
The source is this Reddit post. The title was, "My 29F boyfriend, 28M of 5 years, has become infatuated with female Twitch streamers, and it's making me feel like crap."
Infatuated question mark. That question mark is doing a lot of work there.
Totally. So our mission here really is just to pull out the most jaw-dropping moments. It's a masterclass in self-centeredness colliding with digital life.
Yeah, and we kind of know the ending mood, right? The post itself flags it as disgusting, but ultimately positive.
Which is a relief, honestly.
Definitely, because the stuff leading up to that positive ending, it's pretty gross, extreme disrespect, objectification. But yeah, the original poster, the OOP sheet, definitely comes out on top.
Good.
The boyfriend's sheer audacity is, I mean, you gotta almost laugh. It's so bad.
It really is. And looking at the start, the OOP wasn't like against his hobbies, you know? She wasn't some anti-nerd figure.
No, not at all.
She said he had these really intense phases early on World of Warcraft, League of Legends, constantly watching Twitch. They actually had to set boundaries way back.
To, like, have a relationship outside the screen.
Exactly. And she was even trying. Playing rhythm games with him once a week, making an effort.
Yeah, she was meeting him more than halfway, it sounds like. But it seems like his ability to stick to any boundary just depended on whether he'd found a new obsession yet. Like, things were calm only in the gaps between these fixations, and that calm definitely ended.
It did. When the Twitch thing came roaring back, but specifically focused on female streamers, the quality of the relationship just tanked.
Boundaries went out the window.
Completely. She talks about how he started regularly watching streams of, her words, scantily clad female streamers. She mentioned, like, big nerd glasses and pits hanging out.
Wow.
And he'd do this right before they were about to be intimate, like a warm-up routine. Yeah. She said it made her feel worthless and absolutely disgusting.
I bet. That's basically replacing the pre-intimacy connection with, like, digital voyeurism. It's ritualized objectification.
He was choosing an image over his actual partner right there in the moment.
Yeah, telling her without words that she wasn't the ideal.
But then it gets physically present. This is the real kicker, the breaking point.
Okay, here we go.
One night, they're actually starting to get intimate. He has a stream playing on his tablet, propped up on the nightstand.
No!
Yes. She reaches over to close the screen, and he stops her. And listen to this quote. It's just unbelievable. He says, "No, leave it on. I want to watch her while I do you."
Whoa! Wait, read that again?
No, leave it on. I want to watch her while I do you.
My God. The sheer lack of awareness, or maybe just lack of caring, that's next level disrespect.
Right. It's introducing a third person, visually, into their most private moment.
Yeah, and like a commenter pointed out, what he's doing is basically using your body while he thinks of other people, which is pretty gross. He turned her into a prop.
A tool, exactly.
Brought a partner.
So she was obviously completely shocked, started crying right away.
As you would.
Grabbed her stuff, and was at her parents' house like 5 minutes later. Done.
Good for her. Seriously.
And his reaction, as she's leaving, he gives this like half-assed sorry, then texts her later saying she was overreacting.
Overreacting to being treated like an accessory while he watches someone else online. That's not overreacting. That is a perfectly sane human response to being fundamentally dehumanized.
He just expected her to be okay with it.
Yeah.
Silent compliance.
Unbelievable.
Okay, so fast forward. Next day, she agrees to meet him for coffee, maybe hoping for, I don't know, closure, a real apology.
Yeah, maybe thinking he'd had time to reflect on the sheer awfulness of what he said.
Nope. He shows up, and instead of apologizing, he immediately flips into defense mode.
Oh, of course. The classic counterattack.
And starts listing her faults in the relationship, basically laying out why it was her fault he was, checking out and watching streams during sex.
Wow. Okay, let's hear this list. This is peak deflection. Showing up with a grievance list instead of an apology. That tells you everything.
It's wild. Grievance number 1, the Korea trip. She didn't want to go on a trip he planned.
Why not?
Because his entire plan was to spend the whole time at a League of Legends tournament. And she said he'd just be, quote, mentally masturbating to the cosplayers while she was stuck alone in a hotel room.
Okay, so her fault was not wanting to chaperone his gaming vacation where she'd be ignored. That's not a failure. That's self-preservation.
Right. He wanted a travel buddy who paid half, not a partner.
Clearly. What's next on the blame list?
Grievance number 2, the hair change. She had long brown hair, cut it short, and bleached it blonde. He hated it, said he liked women with long brown hair.
Her hair wasn't matching his preferred aesthetic anymore. Got it.
Yep. And number 3, the wardrobe complaint. He apparently badgered her constantly to wear more revealing clothes.
Like what?
Sundresses, low-cut tops, stuff to show off her body. But she just liked wearing t-shirts and jeans. She was comfortable.
And her comfort wasn't convenient for his fantasy. So let me get this straight. Wrong trip preferences, wrong hair, wrong clothes. He's basically mad she wasn't morphing into the Twitch streamer aesthetic on command.
That's exactly it. It's like he wasn't dating her, the person, anymore. He was comparing her to this online ideal and finding her lacking.
It's that customization thing we see online bleeding into real life. He expected her to be modifiable, like downloading a new skin for a character.
It gets even more specific, though. It moves from general look to actual gear.
Oh, God, gear.
For her birthday, she asks for gym headphones. Simple request.
Sensible.
He buys her these giant, bulky, like wraparound headphones, the kind all the streamers wear.
No. The gamer headphones.
Yes. And then he got genuinely mad, like upset that she didn't wear them all the time.
He wanted her to wear the gamer uniform. That's possibly the least romantic gift ever. It's a symbol of his wish for her to be someone else.
Can you imagine the awkwardness? Her just trying to make breakfast and he's frowning because she's not wearing the giant cans on her head?
Painful. Pure secondhand cringe right here.
And it wasn't just the headphones in isolation. It was part of this whole role play request he kept making.
Oh, this keeps getting better.
He repeatedly asked her to wear the bulky headphones, put her hair in pigtails. Pigtails, wear revealing clothes, and wear her glasses around the house, even though she normally wore contacts.
So the full streamer starter pack. Headphones, pigtails, glasses, revealing top. He literally wanted her to cosplay as his fetish.
She called him a major stereotype, and I mean, yeah, spot on.
Absolutely.
And the grand finale of his defense during this coffee meeting, after listing all her supposed failures.
What was his justification for, the tablet incident and everything else?
He told her she was not open-minded enough about being his fleshlight.
His fleshlight.
His fleshlight.
Yeah.
And that she was unaccepting of his kinks.
Wow. Okay. So the kink is wanting your partner to dress up like a specific online stereotype, wear uncomfortable headphones, and be okay with you watching other women during sex. And if she's not cool with that specific combo of humiliation and cosplay, she's the closed-minded one.
That was his argument.
That's not a kink. That's just profound. Selfishness wrapped up in pseudo-edgy terminology. He literally called her a sex toy. That says everything about how he saw her.
And the irony is huge because she specifically says in the post, she'd been very open-minded about sex with him before. She'd done, quote, pretty out there stuff for him.
Right. So it wasn't about the act itself, whatever it might have been.
No. Her issue was the total lack of respect, the lack of warning, the, watching another woman on a screen while they were together.
It's the difference between exploring kinks together with communication and consent and just demanding your partner submit to your degrading fantasy on the spot. Huge difference. Calling her his fleshlight. Just wow.
So yeah. After hearing all that, she just told him she was done. Finished.
Good. How did he take it?
Surprisingly, not dramatically. No big fight. She said she realized he was probably relieved.
Yeah, probably. Now he's free to play League and watch Twitch 23 hours a day without pesky real-life girlfriend interruptions.
Exactly. And that's the ultimately positive part. She felt this huge weight lift off her shoulders. Said she felt oddly calm and okay.
That's the feeling of dodging a massive bullet. A 5-year bullet, but dodged nonetheless. The Reddit comments were pretty much unanimous, right?
Oh, yeah. Total support for her, recognizing the guy's behavior for what it was.
I remember seeing one comment that just nailed it. You're the reason women don't like gamers, asshole.
Huh. Yeah, that sums it up.
And pointing out that, he's just going to go find some other gamer girls, spin a story about his crazy controlling ex, and then she'll get to find out the hard way what dating this kind of gamer guy actually means.
Sadly, probably true. So, the big takeaway here for you, listening. Sometimes what feels like a relationship just blowing up in this awful, shocking way, it's actually the sound of freedom.
Yeah.
It's the relief of escaping someone who didn't see you as a partner, but as like an accessory they could customize. Who got mad when you didn't match their current fantasy download.
It makes you picture his next date, doesn't it? So, tell me about your headphone preferences. Are you willing to commit to the bulky gamer aesthetic full-time? It's kind of a deal breaker for me.
The pre-relationship checklist. Item 1. Headphone compliance.
Item 2. Pigtail availability.
So here's the final thought to chew on. If you find yourself making a list of your partner's flaws, their hair, their clothes, their hobbies, mainly to excuse your own bad behavior, are you really in that relationship? Or are you just mad the person won't perfectly fit the custom specs you've decided on? Something to think about.
Definitely. Be glad you don't need pigtails for validation.
Well said. Okay, we'll catch you on the next deep dive.